Look at me wearing all this stuff on here, Lindsay. Hey folks, welcome back to the vlog. My name is Brackin.
And I'm Lindsay, and this is Tiny Notes from Home.
We hope to challenge, encourage, and inspire you on your journey with Jesus. For He is the way, the truth, and the life. On our journey this week, we are going to show you the progress we're making on our massive home renovation.
And we're also going to share with you how we're staying sane with our homeschooling through all of this chaos.
All right, let me take these things off here. As many of you know, we are in the middle of renovating a 100-year-old farmhouse in the mountains of western North Carolina. And in case you missed it, we have a number of previous episodes where we're not only showing you our house progress, but also encouraging you with tips in the Lord. So be sure to go back and check out our previous episodes.
Do you want to say tips in the Lord?
Did I say tips in the Lord?
Yeah.
We have 6 boys ranging from 12 years old all the way down to 10 months old, and we homeschool them all right here. It's a blessed experience. However, things have been very hectic and sort of chaotic while we've been working on this renovation project.
And we realize that many of you are faced with less than ideal homeschooling situations, and so today we hope to share some encouragement with you in that area. But before we swing over to the homeschool room, let's go check out the scary room and see how the progress is coming along.
Here we go. All right, Forrest, we've made a lot of progress over the past couple weeks. What have we gotten into since our viewers saw us last?
Last time they saw us, we were gutting the floor. And since then, we've worked on insulating this side of the house underneath and supporting under there with new block pillars and stuff.
Yeah, there was all sorts of rotten wood we weren't expecting.
Yeah. And then we also kind of started remodeling this side. We gutted it all, and now we're going to work on starting to frame the floor out.
Yeah, my goal by the end of this video is to have the floor mostly framed in. Do you think we can do it?
Yeah.
All right. So, Lindsay, what do you think of the renovation project so far?
I love what you've done with the bathroom, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen next.
You made a comment the other day, this is the first time you'll have your own bathroom since when?
Well, own bathroom like that we're not sharing with the children.
Right.
So we've just never had that.
It is. It feels like a luxury, but we're very thankful.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
So we've touched on this briefly in other videos, and we won't go into a whole lot of detail here. In fact, I'll link some of our previous homeschooling related videos in the description below. But real quickly, what is our philosophy, if you will, on homeschool as it relates to like hands-on projects and things like that?
At this time, we have all boys, and so Brackin has a lot of skills, and some of those include building and fixing things. And so when the boys can work alongside him, we see that as very valuable to their education and how they are developing. So
Right.
yeah.
So we do have a curriculum-based school approach. Is it booky?
We have books
Is
that
it kind
we
of
use.
booky?
Yeah.
We're not like super booky people.
Well, there has to be a balance. We want them to also do their book work and learn the essentials. And
Reading, writing, arithmetic.
yeah. And then also focusing on some unit studies with science and history.
So we do have a full kind of like holistic approach. We're not unschoolers necessarily.
No.
Although we're pretty relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, we don't spend like 5 or 6 hours doing school every day. We probably spend
2 or 3.
2 or 3 hours doing sit-down, focused work.
And the rest of it is just practical skills.
Yeah.
Cool. So before we run the boys over to the schoolroom, let me introduce our viewers to one person they might want to know first. So real quickly, y'all have seen Jordan before. He's
Hey,
back.
guys.
Jordan Michael Tuesday. Have the Jordan Michael Tuesday show.
That's not the real last name, but that's what the show
Are
is
you
called.
sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Well, Jordan has
So,
come to help us out today. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
And I
no
want
problem.
you guys to head on over and check out his channel. One reason is because your wife and my wife sang together on this week's Silo Sessions.
That's right. We've been
music video.
enjoying the Silo Sessions, and
Good.
Juliana's really excited to hear that song.
So I'll leave a link for that in the description below. Also for Jordan's channel, be sure to check that out. And again, thanks for your help today.
Sure.
I'm going to head over to the schoolroom, and I have 4 things to share. We're going to reset the schoolroom. I'm going to share thoughts on managing multiple children. I have a thought on contentment, and I have something to help you refocus if you feel like you're homeschooling in the midst of chaos. So here we are in the schoolroom, and currently it's a little bit of a disaster because of the building project. We've had to move a bunch of things into this room that aren't normally here, like the children's toys and books and some games and things like that. So it ends up kind of being like the catch-all room. So right now it's a little bit of a mess. So I need to kind of reset this room so that we can get a clear picture of how we're going to do this homeschooling, and we'll start from there. All right, so Joseph, can you help me get the room put back together?
Sure.
Okay. One thing that we're working on getting organized in this room currently is this big cabinet. We're using it for to organize our shipping stuff, and I'm getting my soap ready. So we've been talking about how we're going to be getting this soap ready to sell, and stay tuned because I think it's coming soon. We're hoping to get a little website set up, so we'll let you know soon how you can place an order with some soap. Okay, I think we got the room a little bit better reset. It's something I've been putting off for a few weeks now with all of that's been going on with house projects. I just haven't had the motivation to come in here and clean up like I should have. But now that it's clean, I feel much more like I can focus on getting the boys motivated to do school. One way that I am managing homeschool during these construction projects in our home is by rotating out the boys for their school and work. And what I mean by that is when we start our day, we get our breakfast done, and then when it's time to do school, I just take one of the boys and the other ones go to work. And then after about 30 or 40 minutes of school with that boy, then I swap the next one out, and that way we're just doing kind of one-on-one. The reason we came up with that was because with all these work projects we're doing, the boys are so helpful and they're so involved that I thought we will never get any school done unless we come up with something. So it's been a real hidden blessing, more than I could have imagined, just because of the one-on-one time that we've been able to have, and it's just been easier for the boys to focus, and then they can get back to the work on the house. Not everyone that's watching this video is going to have the luxury of having a stay-at-home dad. For many homeschool families, mom is at home all day with all the children, and if that's the situation you find yourself in, you know that that can be a challenge. A couple ideas to help with that. One idea would be to pair up your children. If you have some older children that can work with younger children while maybe you're helping some of the middle children that need more focus, attention with their schoolwork. Some of the most challenging dynamics with homeschooling is just that, the dynamics of personalities or ages. I find that if I tried to spend all of my time dealing with that during school, we really don't get very far. But just working towards setting ourselves up for success with the dynamics of our children. Another thing that I'm learning as we homeschool with all this chaos happening around us and all these projects is just that I need to be content with where I'm at and with what I have and the circumstances that we're in, and just to be faithful. And as we're faithful, God's going to bless that. I think a lot of times as homeschool families, we have a tendency to want to compare ourselves to others and the progress that they're making or whatever situation they have. You know, sometimes we might say, well, if only I had a dedicated homeschool room, or if only I had a certain amount of curriculum or whatever. But I think we just need to learn to be content and just to go from there, because you can really do a lot with homeschooling with just a little bit. We are in a position right now where we do have a dedicated homeschool room, and that always hasn't been the case, but it has been a huge help, and I will say that I've appreciated it.
I did it good.
Another thing that I'm focusing on right now as we homeschool through these projects is just focusing on the basics. And for our family, that looks like getting our math done and learning language arts and writing skills. And of course, I always want to get our Bible reading in for the day. Other than that, we are going to be doing like a science unit on the human body. And so there are different things I want to focus on, but trying to do every single subject every single day is just not my focus right now. It's just kind of getting the basics done and having fun with it. And so if we can relax and enjoy ourselves more, and I'm talking to myself right now because I often just need to laugh. You know, if my children are doing something that's I think is foolish or something, I don't necessarily want to condone that, but there are times when I do need to lighten up a little bit. So I'm just giving myself a little pep talk here, and hopefully it can encourage you as well. So hopefully that's been a blessing, and in some ways it has encouraged you with where you're at as well. And now let's swing back over to the renovation room and see how things are moving along.
Hey buddy, how you doing?
Good.
We have matching hats now.
Yeah.
Have you been helping out here on this project a little bit?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the project so far? Did you do some digging under the house?
A little bit.
With a shovel and a hoe? Was that fun?
Yeah.
How old are you?
5.
Thanks for your help, little guy. All right, Lindsay, we got part of the floor in, most of it. How do you feel about that?
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm really excited, and it's wonderful to not have to stand on the dirt.
It feels like a real room again.
It really is starting to feel, and there's headspace for you.
That's right. Before we lowered the floor in this room, my head was touching the ceiling. Now I have about a foot of clearance, which is great.
That's a good thing.
There's still a lot of work to do, but we can start to get a feel for where everything is going to go and how to finish this project. We have to finish this nursery room. We've already replaced the windows, but it needs to be insulated and put back together. The bathroom as well. Have to build a vanity, put tile on the floor, and of course over here we have some closets to build on this wall. So a couple of weeks left. Hopefully by the next time you see us, this room will be mostly put together and ready to move into. That is our goal. So you got to hold us to it.
So as we close, even over the past few days as we've made this video, a lot of chaotic things have been happening in our country and in the world, and we just want to encourage you, if you find yourself feeling that chaos inside, just to cling to the rock of Jesus. He is our anchor, and we need that in these times especially.
That's right. Whether you're homeschooling or not, we all have a lot of difficulties that we're faced with. And Jesus really is our only hope. He is the Prince of Peace and the King of Kings, and nothing can shake that foundation. So with that, we're going to sign off with the boys, and we will plan to see you guys again in a few weeks for another music video and another vlog. Boys, are you ready to go?
Yep.
Thanks for all your help on the project.
Bet.
Joseph, you worked hard digging dirt. Silas, you worked hard digging dirt. Forrest, you worked hard cutting boards and nailing things in. And of course, the other boys are inside as well, and they helped too. So what do we say, guys?
So go out, make a difference, and serve the Lord with all your heart.
That's right, and we'll leave a link for our latest music video right over here for you to enjoy. Also, last week's vlog will be over here for you to watch as well. Be sure to check them out, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. God bless.